Hey, and welcome everybody to my first ever YouTube video. I'm really excited, a little bit nervous, but I figured out that there is no better way to start than by sharing something that has been a huge part of my life recently, and that is my journey through the 75 hard challenge. Uh, Welcome, and if you're new here, and of course you're new here, this is my first video. My name is Fernando von Hinke. Usually go by Fernando VH, it's a little shorter, and I'm really passionate about self-development, about building discipline, and uh, getting outside of the box. And that has been not always the case. That definitely has not been who I was some few years ago. And that was one of the reasons that I wanted to tackle the 75 hard at this time. So you might say, well, hold on, what is this 75 hard? The 75 hard is a mental toughness program that was created by Andy Frisella some years ago. And the idea is that it's not so much a fitness challenge. It does have the fitness component on it, but it's more of a mindset challenge. The idea is that you transform yourself throughout this program. And what does this program entail? So it's 75 days straight. So this is something that you do 75 days straight, and every day you complete 5 tasks to move forward. The first task is the fitness part of the program, and that is you have to do 2 workouts of 45 minutes each every single day. One of them has to be outside. For me, I've been doing both outside mostly, so it's not a problem, but they have to be outside. And it doesn't say, but usually you have to have a certain amount of time between one or the other. The idea is that you exert yourself in such a way that you cannot do one after the other. You cannot do 1 hour and a half of workouts and that count towards the 2 workouts that you need to do every day. So that is the task number one. Task number two is drink 1 gallon of water every day. Every day, again, this is every day. For me, it's about 4 liters. I think in liters rather than gallons. And that's why I have this thermos of water. For me, it means that I need to drink at least 4 of these every day. And it hasn't been any problem for me. I mean, I've been able to complete the drinking part of the challenge, or completing the drinking part of the challenge without any problems. Now, here's the fine print. It has to be clear water. We're not thinking about tea, coffee, flavored drinks, or anything like it. You could have your coffee in the morning. You could have your tea in the morning. I'm a big tea drinker, but that doesn't count towards the gallon of water that you drink every day. The third task is reading 10 pages of a non-fiction self-development book. I'm an avid reader, have been so for the past decade or so. I've always loved reading, and lately I've been reading more and more about self-development. So this is, again, not a big problem for me. And the idea here is that you can build on your knowledge, on the knowledge that you want to expand on during this challenge. And if you think of a book being on average about 250 pages, 250, 300 pages, and you read 10 pages every day, which is not that, at least for me, not a big deal, but for those that might have a bigger challenge reading, if you read the 10 pages every day, by day 25, maybe day 30, you already complete 1 book. So by the 75th day, you're already on your 3rd book, or you even completed your 3rd book, and that it makes a difference, meaning that you are learning something from it. It's not just reading just for the sake of reading, but reading and then applying what you learned during that reading. So you can basically build your knowledge, build your understanding of how things work, or what you're trying to study, what you're trying to learn, what you're trying to be more knowledgeable of. The fourth item is the diet part of the program. And the idea is that you follow a strict diet. It doesn't matter which diet it is. You can choose whatever diet works best for you, but you follow that diet throughout the 75 days. There are no cheat days, and there are no alcohol involved in the challenge. In my personal experience, I'm an avid red wine drinker, and I drink quite heavily. So for me, even though it hasn't been hard for me to not drink during the past 23 days, it's been something that has changed because, again, I would maybe during the span of a weekend open 2 or 3 bottles that I would drink while doing a barbecue, meeting friends and things like that, or reading some book, and I would have my glass of wine. And of course, I'm not doing that. And the fifth task is kind of the easiest task, but sometimes the most annoying task, and that is taking a daily progress photograph, so that you can see yourself as you move from day 1 through day 75. Now, this doesn't come as just completing these things and that's it. The important thing here with the 75 hard is that you never miss one of those tasks. If you miss just one task, any of these tasks during the day, you have to go back and actually start over from day 1. And the program states that there is no exceptions. There are no exceptions. Of course, this is something that you're doing by yourselves. Nobody is checking whether you are doing this rigorously, but you need to do it. So it sounds intense, right? And it is. It's something that's hard. It's not easy to follow through, but it's something that's, at least for me, has been very rewarding. As I mentioned, I'm currently on week 3. Today is day 23, and it has been challenging, but I have already seen some changes in me during these first 23 days. It's something that I do no matter what. Well, everybody has to do no matter what. And even if it feels uncomfortable, if it feels not good, you have to push and follow through. Now, as I mentioned, I needed to make some changes in my life, and I decided on the 75 hard because I kind of needed a reset, and my life I'm comfortable with my life, and sometimes felt that it was actually too comfortable, and I needed to get outside of my comfort zone and do things that were tough, not just some things that I was comfortable doing, and it was kind of life going by and days going by and nothing changing. I used to set goals, and maybe I didn't push through those goals, didn't complete those. I definitely didn't push myself hard, maybe in trying to achieve those. I've been buying different programs, and in some cases haven't completed them. So I needed to make that change, and I believe that by tackling the 75 days, the 75 hard challenge, getting to day 75 is something that it proves that I can do it. Prove to me that something like this that's hard, I can go and complete it without any problem. Not without any problems. Of course, it's sometimes tough. It's not easy to do this. It's challenging, not only physically but also mentally. Just showing up every day is something that it's worth. Sometimes you wake up in the morning and you don't feel like doing the things that you need to do, the exercises that you need to do, the drinking of the water that you need to do, or the reading. And it's no matter what, you just push forward and complete it. And I realize that motivation here doesn't matter so much as the discipline that I am building while doing this. So over the next few weeks, I'll be sharing the continuation of my journey through the 75 hard and all the ups and downs, the experience that I'm having, any ideas, any thoughts, any tips that will help me and will help somebody else that might want to be or that might be inspired to take or do your own challenge. I mean, for me, I'm over 50, so this is kind of a thing like, okay, so it's 75 hard for somebody that is over 50. It's not in the best shape. Somebody that drinks or that drunk wine occasionally or habitually. So it's something that I needed to do, and I believe that there are other people out there that can also benefit from maybe pursuing something like this. So if you are thinking about doing 75 hard or a program similar in nature to this and want to follow through, please go ahead. I know that this is something about the YouTube is click on the subscribe button. I don't have the kind of the buttons there, so you can click and think. This is kind of a rough video, but please go ahead and do that. And I would love to hear from you. If you have any suggestions, if you have any ideas. I know that this video, being the first, is kind of crappy. It's not ideal. It's not perfect, but it's one of the other things that you learn from this building discipline is you don't need to be perfect in order to start. You just need to start like that. So drop a comment below if you're doing the 75 hard, or if you just if you're done it, or if you have any comments about this. Thank you very much, and I will see you in another video.